That's amazing. Put that in your pocket, baby girl.
I don't have
Okay, we'll put it somewhere.
Oh.
All right, guys, here we go. We're at this beautiful place. The beaver pond, that's what we call it. It was just a creek. Beavers made it into a pond.
It's a beaver.
Nothing like it.
Hi, look at, I see a beaver. Just kidding. Well, this is a nice day.
I'm still after the after my first fish of the year, and so here we are.
Kylie,
Don't care what it is, just gotta break the ice for the year. Dug up some worms at the house. They were a little bit deep. They weren't as easy to find as they usually are. Some red worms. Fishing with a trout magnet. 64th ounce jig head. Trout magnet peg float. And that right there, that'll be the money. See what we can get. We got 30-pound braid. 30-pound braid with 6-pound test top shot.
I dropped my dirt. Let me get it. Now I can eat my dirt.
You're not eating dirt. Stop.
This is dirt, Kylie.
No,
Look.
it's not.
Look.
Okay. What we're gonna do? Throw that out there. And we're gonna let that one ride. Set that one right there. I'm gonna turn that camera just a little bit. That's some of my favorite peg floats. We're gonna throw one of them on there, on the my other pole.
Oh, I did not know that.
This is a Falcon slab stick. We got a trout magnet jig head
Daddy told me.
with loop knot.
So what is it?
I don't know what it is, but put it down.
6-pound test.
Down.
We're gonna set about 2 foot deep.
Kylie's trying to take my thing.
You guys are fine.
Kylie, you trying to take it from me. I'm from the
Leave in the phone. Put it over there. No, no, no. Said down there.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Wait for me. Go.
A little crawler.
That might be the stupidest thing I've ever seen you do.
My little pony. Oh my god. My little pony. My little pony.
Let's see, you never know.
Little pony.
But sometimes
No.
they'll literally be right here. They'll be right here off the bank.
There's one stuck in your rug.
How do we get this one? Right over there.
Throw me off a cliff. It's Kylie.
I would love to. Come here.
No. No. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
This one ain't moved a lick. We're gonna take and
Kylie, you better not.
pull it up.
Screaming.
It's got moss on it. That other one's getting dead. Where was I at? Yeah, we're gonna set this one about a foot deep. Since it was down in the moss at 2 foot deep. And we're gonna get it back out there. We'll roll this one back up. Take our bait. Oh yeah, we still got bait on there. I don't know if I can. Nope, can't. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see what's going on from there. Once you find them, you should just keep catching them one after another. Trying to think if I've ever been busted skunked that way, but damn dogs in the background. Damn old dogs. Usually do pretty good off that little bank over there. Got them girls over there. Well, while we're waiting on a fish to come through, let's see what we got in my pocket. Oh yeah. Somebody lost their rig here. We got people checking us out while we're fishing. I don't know this pond, so we just let them check us out. I don't think they own it either. Okay, let's try and get back over there. At least we was getting bit over there. See? That's the thing about this pond. Is it? Uh-oh. We got a crybaby over there. We're just gonna let her cry it out, guys. She's with her sister. She'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're not going home. We're fishing.
She specifically went where I told her not to go.
Oh, we got our first fish of the year. Wow, we got a crybaby in the background. Cambry, baby, stop it. Well, he made a mess of my stuff. I don't know why he couldn't have avoided that. That's about the way it goes. We'll cut this one and we'll keep fishing. Hey, no, cut it out. First fish of the year. Ooh, what a baby. Ooh, what a beauty. And let's see, what do we need? A screen, I think that takes a picture. I don't really know. Hey, you can quit crying. We ain't going home. Promise you.
I want to be.
Well, too bad. You'll learn to listen, won't you?
Like I literally told her not to step on that rock. And what does she do?
Well, she'll learn. That's part of life.
We stepped on the rock. I told her not.
It's part of life. Cry if you want to, but it ain't gonna help you none. Sorry if you guys don't like it. Tough love. We ain't raising no pussies where I'm from. Too bad. You'll learn to listen, girl. Anyway, I'm gonna get this rod cleaned up out of my way. I want to do that again. I want to catch another fish. If it was a little bit warmer, we'd be keeping him. Put him in live well at home. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Before we start running out of light. Shut up, dumb dog. We're about tired of hearing you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Cambry, hey, cut it. No, it ain't gonna happen, baby. Cut it. Cut, edit, delete. Stop. We ain't going home. We're here to fish. I'm gonna take this line. I'm gonna put a little loop in it. I'm gonna go just like that. And then this, yeah. I'm gonna put it just like that. And I'll put this through there. Now, that ain't going nowhere now. We got a pain pole.
Why'd you take them off?
For this area, this will work just fine. Okay. And that other pole, we're gonna reel it in because if we ain't.
And why are the poles wet?
Dang it. That pole's still causing problems, isn't it? It's out of commission. See, but that cane pole's getting a bite. We'd already had another one if it wasn't for this fiasco with this crap. Cambry, we're not going home, so shut up. It ain't happening, so shut it. Okay, there we go. We finally got that back. Okay, now we're gonna get that out there in the strike zone. Woo! Boom, we're fishing. Shouldn't take long to get a fish there. Should be right there. Should be money. Take a look at this pond. There's a beaver dam right back there. And I mean, they've done a good job with this pond. It's not very deep, but the cool thing about beavers is that from this dam right here to that other dam, there's a channel. They create a channel swimming back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Well, and then every time this dam here blows out, the silt washes out of here, and then that channel gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and they built this whole pond. Every bit of this was beaver made. Man had nothing to do with it. And the ponds that I've caught the biggest fish out of in my life, again, pond fishing, has been ponds that beavers built. They, you know, I know a lot of people, farmers and so on and so forth. I know they got the reasons for hating them, but I got my reasons to like them. So there's that. Oh, got him too. Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you got away for a second. And I know this is a long video for 2 fish, and we got a crybaby in the background and some more stuff. But she's 4. She's learning. She don't know how to listen yet. Look at that. Not quite big enough to be bait. Not quite big enough to be a great time, but still big enough to be a good time. See if we can do that one more time. Okay. Action draws action, and we've had 2 there, so maybe we'll get 3. And we'll take this one, and because I've had some bites over here. And I saw fish swimming off from this area right when I got here. They was literally leaving the dam. So I know there's fish at this dam, at this beaver dam. Oh, no. Okay. Got him. Right by the dam. That one, he'd make bait. That dude would make bait. So we're in the money. The girls are in the truck, which is fine. We'll take that any day of the week. And that was in like a foot of water where I just caught that one. And believe it or not, they're after that thing. They're after it right there. And, I missed an eye lining the pole up. Tell me y'all ain't never done that before. Okay, we're back there in the money zone. Oh. Yep. Ain't nothing like it. Let's see if we're gonna double up here. Thing about these beaver dams is you can get it down there and it'll look like you're getting fish. And if your bait's sitting on the bottom, sometimes a crawdad will literally, even in the cold, in the wintertime, he'll get a hold of your worm and he'll just have a hold of it in his claw, will be eating it and walking along the bottom, and your bobber will be going, you thinking you get the bite. And the whole time it's a crawdad. Sometimes you get the crawdad. Done it before. Oh. He wasn't quite after it. Throw it out there a little bit deeper so that way they got to pull it under. About like that. And this one we'll bring it out there a little ways. Oh, got another one. And these actually might not be too bad to take back down there to Keystone. Down below the dam. Float these around on a bobber. And those hybrids and them stripers, they, I promise you, they'll smash perch. I've caught white bass, you know, fishing with minnows and stuff. But I honestly have better luck fishing for white bass than little bitty bluegills if I'm not using a lure. Don't know what it is, but that's what they like. I need to make a video doing that someday. I got a good spot where I go white bass fishing with bobbers, and I use a 3.5 inch, 3-inch float. Same style as that peg float I'm throwing out here for perch. Those are my favorite bobbers. They're cheap and they work good. If it's too much bobber, you can cut it down. Depending on what you're fishing for, what you're doing. You can't resize a bobber. That's you know, air is what it relies on to be buoyant. The styrofoam, you can always cut them down. You can smooth them out so they don't fall apart too. You just get a little torch lighter after you cut it in half. You go over it with the torch real quick. Let's get this bobber back over there with a strike zone real quick. But you smooth it out with the torch lighter, and it's good as new. It won't flake apart on you or nothing. You just gotta think outside the box a little bit, and it'll go a long ways. He's down there dancing with it. Like, you know, you lift the lid off the pot and you take a whiff. That's what he's doing. He just barely jarred that bobber. He's taking a little whiff. That's all. He ain't hungry yet. He don't know if that's what he wants to eat. Sometimes when that bobber hits the water, fish key in on stuff like that, you know, like not so much in the wintertime, but even in the wintertime, you know, they'll just look deeper. They'll wait for it to fall. They'll wait for something to fall at the bottom. But when your float hits the water, that causes a feeding reaction. They key in on that. They got lateral lines. They hear it. They don't see it, but they feel it with their lateral lines. They'll feel it. They hear it. They know which direction it is. They head that way, then they see it, they smell it, they eat it. They hunt. Fish are they're hunters. So, you know, like if you're in the woods and you're listening for deer, and you hear the squirrels and you hear everything. You hear the birds. It's the same thing they're doing. They're down there hunting. They're hunting for their next meal. And that peg float slapping the top of the water, not at this time of year, but that's a grasshopper, that's a June bug, that's the next meal, you know. That's how you gotta look at that when you're fishing. Ooh. Bank try to give away on me right there. Hey. Hey. There's one on that one. Messing with it. And by this one right here, he done took the bait, guys. He done took the bait, and it is getting dark. So we're gonna try to catch one more anyways. But that is what time it's getting to be. It's getting to be time to get the heck out of here. I'm gonna put this hook right here. I'm gonna forget about it, and it's gonna make a big mess. Actually, while we're thinking about it, we'll just wrap around this handle. Perfect. This pond, the first year that this pond was here, all the perch was about that big. I had to use the littlest hooks, the littlest pieces of worm, but I still came here and I still caught my bait here. That's where I caught all my bait. I was new here. It's been about 7 years ago. It's been a long time ago. And in 7 years, I've seen a lot of growth in this pond. We're gonna take these crawlers and go ahead and feed some of these fish. I put bass in here, I put crappie in here. And now mind you, the place that I got the crappie from is Polecat Creek, which is a ways over there. But this pond, when this dam busts, every year it does, when spring comes, it's gonna wash away. Every time we get torrential rainfall. And when that happens, all the big fish, they all go downriver and they go to Nickel Creek. Well, Nickel Creek lets out into Polecat Creek. So I feel like as long as I'm taking fish out of the Polecat Creek and putting them in here, it doesn't matter, because when it busts, they go back to Polecat Creek. Where I was going with that is that the pond has gotten deeper every time the dam blows out. So now, some of this water will stay, and some of the perch stay. Now there's bluegill in here bigger than my hand. Got a big hand. Some big ass perch in here. I feed them. Every time I go fishing here, I always throw worms in here. We got one tapping on it. I wish he'd get it. I want to catch one more fish. Okay, let's see if we can get one more. Okay. I know you guys don't know, but along that edge over there, let me grab this real quick and I'll show you guys what I'm trying to show you. And you can see right there, that's gravel, that's rock. Over there where my bobber is, you guys can't see it, but this whole stretch of area right here has a sandstone and what have you, all along that bank right there, all along that bank. And then all over here is a brown dirt, and then pretty much all along this is brown dirt. But this stretch right here, well, you can see that right there too, where the creeks washed it away, is a rocky area. And so my theory is the reason they always bite good over there is because all day the sun heats up those rocks. I could be completely wrong, who knows? But for whatever reason, that's where the fish are. And that's where they're always at. Some of those rocks, they protrude up out of the water. And so I don't know if it makes sense or not, but it's kind of like a fish tank heater. Like those rocks are up out of the water, soaking up the sun. They go down into the water and they warm up the water in that area. That's what I think happens. I'll go ahead and cut this video off. I wanted to catch one more fish. Ain't gonna happen though. Ain't gonna happen because my hands are cold. And then in the spring, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the detailed explanation of what happens around here in this pond. And throw these night crawlers out there. All right. So what happens is you see that little cove right there. Okay, bass will stage up in there and they will ambush. They'll ambush bait fish that swim along this edge. You'll always see them. They'll just be pushing bait up on that wall, that area right there, for whatever reason. Down there, it'll be bluegill beds, like from this grass right here, straight in line that way is like probably 3 feet, and it goes up to 2 feet. And then it's like 4 foot, and then again, it's shallow along that side over there, 1, 2 to 3 feet. The deepest part of this pond is 4 foot, except for right here. This is 5 foot. There's a hole right here, and I think that's because this is where the beaver dam is, and so that water that's all washing down from up there, and then this is where it gets to, and then it just washes out and up over this dam before it finally blows out. That's all theory. I'm not a scientist or anything. I have been watching this for 7 years. I've been here every season, every month, at least once a month for the past 7 years. So there's that. Anyways, I love you guys. Happy New Year's. Glad we caught a fish.